Hey YouTube, this is Miles with Paradise in a Pot, and I'm here today to give a quick, and I mean quick, tour of my 100 houseplants. So here goes. I have over here a Pixie pink Syngonium. I have a berry illusion Syngonium, which has this lovely berry coming in. I have a Dracaena corn plant, which is one of my older house plants that I've had probably for about 5 or 6 years. I've propagated this one many a times. As you can see on the tip there, it's got a lot of different little growth points. Over here I have my Cebu Blue Pothos, which is getting just a little bit of sunshine right now and just loving it. Up here we have a Starfish Funkle Sansevieria, a little parlor palm, and we have this lovely green philodendron. It's kind of climbing there. Had a little bit of problems with thrips, but it's gotten over it. So that's that little bare spot spout, but it'll grow back in. Seems to be doing all right. Down over here we have a Maria Syngonium. This doesn't quite like all the lights, so I put it down here, make it a little darker. There's a little photo of my husband and I. And moving right along over here, we have in the window, sorry if I made you dizzy there, this little Hoya lacanosa. And it's getting sunshine right now, so I don't know how well you can see that. And then over here, another Hoya linearis. And my Hoya Crimson Queen. And if you're on my Instagram, you've seen many photos of this lovely white leaf right there. Over here on the table, I have what I call the fills. I have my Rojo Philodendron. I have my Prince of Orange Philodendron. He's got a little brother down in there. You see the little orange leaf hiding in there? I didn't realize there was a second little plant in there. And then I have my Birkin, which has lost all its Birkin-like leaves and just kind of turned green. So we're just gonna let it happen. Over here, we have a nice variegated spider plant. We have my Moonshine Syngonium, which is just getting these giant leaves. This is from a friend of mine. She gave me her grandmother's clipping. I just love this one. And over here I have a Pink Illusion Syngonium. And over here I have this lovely wax ivy. I just love how thick and juicy those leaves are. Then I have a Rafitiphora tetrasperma climbing up this nice little pole here, which is also taking some propagations. It's given me quite a few new leaves. I have my Ficus Benjamin sitting right there, looking great. A nice little coffee plant down there. I have my pregnant onion, and oh my, she got some babies. Look at that. Over here we have, oh, looks like a Monstera Adansonii hidden back in there. That's one of my propagations. And then here you're seeing this begonia, which is a looking glass begonia. And it goes on and on and on. That guy's about 3 feet tall. He goes right up into that Soltex solution light. Then I have my, string of hearts. I know it's called something woody eye. And then over there you can see my string of pearls. And this is looking quite well. It's getting just enough top light to keep it from going totally bald. Got a little bald spot, guess it's like me. This is Tradescandia. Nice Hoya Wyetii, yep. Got my ZZ plant. And yes, I keep my ZZ plant in highlight because I like to see it grow. And actually I can see it needs a dusting. Oh, and then we have this lovely Epipremnum skeleton key. Can't wait until those leaves mature. And I have an Oxalis, nice purple Oxalis, which I'm trying to get to fill out. Down over there, we've got a Tiki Ficus. We've got a regular Ruby Ficus. And there's there's the Audrey in there. I don't know if you can see the Audrey. She's kind of small. She actually needs to get moved. It looks like one of those looking glass leaves has kind of shaded her out. Which, that looking glass, I think I'm gonna have to give it a propagation. What do you guys think? All right, and then looking down here, we have this nice Alocasia poly, which I have had nothing but trouble with, but it has been doing good. This is the latest leaf. It's staying nice and perfect. I think I finally got the spider mites under control, and it looks like it's actually gonna pop me up a new leaf there soon. this Dracaena pink panther, which I just love how full and bushy that is. And then, of course, we have this Monstera deliciosa. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see this was my Monstera Monday leaf. And then down on the floor, we have a Rafitiphora. Hey, how are ya? And it is just living its best life over there. And then as we turn over here, we have an Peperomia. I think that's a snow queen that's not very variegated, but it's getting more light. As you can see, I get a little sunlight now. There's also some neon green down in there mixed in with it. Then I have this Peperomia, which is doing all right. Had a little bit of pest condition, but whatever the pest was, we've got it under control and it's doing a lot better. And then I've got my neon green Pothos, which is doing really great. I'm actually thinking about up-potting that guy soon. Up here we have a neon green Pothos that I put together. I don't know if I'm gonna give this away to a friend or sell it. I have what do they call this? The green Shamrock spider plant, which is the solid green version. Then we have this nice Maranta prayer plant. It's the red one with the nice red leaves. A little bit of burning, but that's from when I used to give it tap water. I don't do that anymore. Then down here on the floor, we have my Monstera Adansonii, which is getting just a little bit of sunlight. Now I'm gonna head on back on over here because I got a couple nice little Pothos. This Peperomia. This is my oldest house plant in my collection right now. I've had this one since 2014. It was a cutting from work that I brought home to restart my plant collection because I had lost all my plants back in 2010 due to some unfortunate circumstances. Anyhow, up here we have a nice Syngodium Pictus exotica. And then I'm gonna take you into the kitchen real quick. Oh, don't look at these chips. We've got a nice Hoya, Carnosa, Hindi rope. And I got a couple of these Christmas cactus. These are my propagated Rafitiphoras. And this has given me a new leaf. And as you can see, it looks like it's got a new growth point. It's coming up there. And then this one's got a whole new growth point, which this was the top cutting, but it's decided to go ahead and start a new one. And over here I have another solid green spider plant. As you can see, this is the mother plant of them all in the house. There's a few around. And then down on the table here, I have some little succulents and euphorbia there that I'm going to be repotting because they're just not looking their best in these little pots, and I think that they need to be cleaned up and maybe buried a little bit deeper. There's some lithops, this Euphorbia millii, which I just love how this thing blooms constantly. So we're gonna take care of that after I get done making this little video. I'm gonna go over to the kitchen sink and we have a propagation station. There's some Peperomia Hawaiian, Golden Hawaiian. Then I got a Pilea, some Dracaena, some Pothos, some Cebu Blue, or is that, no, I think that's Monstera Celta Pecana. And then I've got a little pink panther that I've propagated with pieces that have fallen out. This Euphorbia stick tree, the pencil tree, what have you. This is a Peperomia, I forget which kind. I want to say it starts with a F, not sure. This is the Toothache Plant, and I know it's not really a house plant, but this little piece I propagated, brought inside, and it's doing really well. So I'm gonna leave it inside and see what happens. Down over here, I have my Enjoy Pothos. You can see, yes, I live in Las Vegas. It's a desert. It's very dry out there. Anyhow, some little things that I did get from my garden. Little eggplant, and that's a red okra. Then I got a Cebu Blue sitting in the window, propagation, that I've just potted up. So, and then up here, hanging in the window, we have this Hoya public Helix, Royal Purple, and it's just living its best life over the kitchen sink. All right, so let's take you quickly into what I call the fish room, because as you can see, there's a fish tank in this room. Along with that fish tank, right up here, we'll start with this Crocodile Fern, which I just love these leaves. Look at that texture. Can you see that? Wow, it's just amazing. Anyhow, in here I got this ZZ plant propagating into the aquarium, which seems to be the best way for me to get that taken care of. Over here we have Hoya australis sitting in the window, just living its best life, climbing that stick. And then we're going to turn around this way. I have a Hoya Helix that's kind of looking out this window over here. And then in the window, we'll start up top there. I've got this Rickrack Cactus, which is just absolutely loving this east-facing window. You're looking out east. And then as we go down here, we have this Dischidia, which was a propagation given to me by someone who's becoming a friend, but a plant supplier, I guess you could say. And then I have Mother of a Thousands. This one's like got a black kind of spot, thinner leaves, sometimes called a chandelier plant. Then I have an Oxalis, which is mixed green and purple, that I had just trimmed back with scissors about a week ago to let it refresh its growth, and it's doing really great. Then over here we have this Hoya Curtsii, I want to say. I'm probably saying that wrong. But it is, again, from my plant supplier there, and it is just living its best life. Over here in the corner, I have a fern. This is not actually the fern I purchased. The fern I purchased actually died almost immediately. But just before it died, it had thrown off a runner, which I'd never seen a fern do before, which started in a neighboring plant. And that little runner popped up and became this guy. As you can see, he's quite a big full fern. And I've had that fern probably for 7 years now, and it's just living its best life in Las Vegas, 35% humidity on a good day. Anyhow, over here we have my gold dust croton, which has just been my problem child, but it's doing much better now. I think it likes this window all right. Looks like we got a lot of new growth here at the tip of it. Almost considered propagating that guy. This thing's had spider mites, mealybugs, and thrips, lost a ton of leaves, and then grown a ton of leaves. So right now it's on an upswing, so we're hoping good things for it. Over here we have some Philodendron Xanadu, which I'm salvaging from a major thrip infestation. And then you can see these are my little propagation boxes, which are kind of, looks like little food boxes. And down here I have some more little propagations going. And then over here I have this, oh, what is this? This tricolor just living its best life. It likes it really bright room, but no sunlight. It doesn't get any direct light. And I keep this pebble tray for humidity underneath it, which is kind of dry right now, so it needs some added. But it just, oh my gosh, it lives its best life. And then the last of the plants, I know I haven't counted any of them, go right in here into the bathroom. And currently I am in the middle of watering. And I know people think, gosh, in the bathroom you keep all your succulents. Well, it's Las Vegas. It's very dry here. So I have my Sansevieria mother-in-law tongue. I have a Dracaena in water hanging up here in the mirror. As you can see, I've got many different little Sansevieria guys. This Haworthia here, which actually bloomed for me. Another little Haworthia. This little Sansevieria samurai. Right now they're Dracaenas now, I know. I have to get used to that. This is the Starfish Funkle that not just back in June, I took out 4 pups and separated them all and then put this one back together. And look, this one's already giving me a new pup. I just love this starfish. It's just done so good for me. And then here's a little bunch of pups there. And then here's my Monstera Celta Pecana, which just is living its best life here in the bathroom. And then I have this big guy. He lives here on the floor because it's the only place he goes. Don't look at the toilet. And then over here we got this little guy. And then this. And then my last plants up here, we've got this Peperomia that just crawls right over Pothos. And then the very last one is this Pothos on a floor. This is my Brazil. All right, well guys, I'm gonna have to say that has been my houseplant tour. So I'm gonna say to you guys, thanks so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give me a thumbs up, follow along. I'm gonna try to make more of these and I'm gonna try to make instructional videos on what it is I'm doing with everything. And moreover, anybody wants to help me edit these videos, please let me know. Anyhow, see you soon. Bye.